I think they're a band that were originally from Disney Channel. But it probably has something to do with like a threesome or something.
An incest threesome. It looks like you're looking at a picture of somebody bit in a really odd position during, like, sex.
Are you looking at the multiple?
No, it just doesn't it doesn't make sense. It says the act of wrapping both a goat and a small...
raping.
Rape? I thought it said wrapping. Okay. So the act of raping both a goat and small Asian boy at one time. You're under arrest for the Jonas Brothers.
Apparently...
How do you rape a small child
Apparently,
and a goat
your
at the same
years
time?
of Catholic schooling did not do you well. Because you can't read.
If anything, I should know what raping is because of Catholic education.
No, they wouldn't tell you what it is. They'd say that it's not wrong and
Well, no, like in the Bible, they're like, rape my women, but don't touch my boys.
Yeah,
That's
like
what the
all
priest
Exodus
the priest said.
1182. I don't actually know. It's in Exodus.
But the priest touched
Moses
boys.
says it, and priests touch boys, but that's not in the Bible. All right, next topic.
That was 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're on to story time.
Solomon.
It was in Solomon.
We're on to story time.
He was the bitch that was like, his wife got like frozen, right? Yeah, it was in Solomon.
Okay.
And his daughter.
No one fucking cares! Anyway.
Story time is babysitter forced us to play upstairs instead of the pool. Why does that people laugh?
Anyway,
What was that laugh?
no, it's just so funny. So our babysitter was like,
I should clarify, we were like 4 at the time.
we were really little.
It wasn't like last week.
We should have had a babysitter like last week. So our babysitter, she was kind of lazy. She was a pretty bad babysitter.
She lives.
I doubt she is, but if she is,
Probably
just
doesn't
know
know how
that.
to do it.
Just know that we still love you, but you kind of sucked at your job.
Because you wouldn't let us swim.
Anyway, so we had a pool, right? And the pool was for during the week, so we had something to do. Because during the week, my parents worked, and we just kind of like sat in the house all day. And my parents were like, okay, we want our kids outside so they don't like die. Because that's what happens if you don't get your vitamin D, kids.
That's what Grandpa would make us think.
You're all going to die.
That's what Grandpa made us think.
Okay. Anyway, so
You get so annoyed when someone else has input.
yeah, I really do. I'm tired.
But you're like that even when you're not tired.
I'm yawning.
You're saying.
Anyway, so we have a pool, and it's for the weekdays,
Yep.
you know, and we're
I
always
know.
like, Holly, can we go swimming? We said her name already, you dingus.
When?
I was like, Holly, if you're listening to this, we love you,
Oh, yeah.
but you're terrible at your job. Anyway, so we're like, Holly, can we go swimming? And she's like, I don't know. I don't think you guys are supposed to. It's like, bitch, yes, the fuck we are.
It's not what you said.
Yes, the fuck we... That's exactly what I said.
That's right.
No.
You were
It was
like
not.
6 years old. You didn't know that.
I was probably younger than 6.
I wasn't 3.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
I was like 4.
Anyway, so she would be like, you know what else would be really fun? And we're like, oh my god, what? Are we gonna leave the house?
Because sometimes she would.
Because, well, once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I only thought maybe that would be the time.
Yeah, and,
But like every time.
because, like, no, like, I don't think you understood. Like, we never left the house. And maybe that's why we are the way we are.
Yeah, I thought you were to start crying, Julia. That's me.
Anyway, so she'd be like, you know what sounds really fun? And we're like, oh my god, what? And she's like, go up to Charlie's room. And we're like, what the fuck?
We were just
like
doing that for 2
and like
hours.
and like Charlie's our older brother. And so some background of that, my older brother, his room was upstairs.
It's never changed, really.
And there were no toys up there.
Or air conditioning.
Or air conditioning. It was blazing hot. The light didn't work half the time. You know, it was like...
I had toys. I had that train thing.
We had toys in our rooms.
Well, I had that train thing.
Okay, and upstairs we had, like, bits and pieces, like, and remains
Parts
of toys.
of toys.
Parts of toys, but we didn't have any full toys upstairs. And
We also
she
weren't allowed
would...
to nap.
we were not allowed to nap, which is probably why we, like, take so many naps now.
I mean, we could, but not when we were in Charlie's room.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had to go up to Charlie's room, and all he had was this terrible little CD that played, like, nursery rhymes.
I forgot.
Do you remember that? And, you know, there was point of the story, there's nothing in his room, and she would be like, okay, guys, go upstairs to play, and we're like, bitch.
There's nothing to do. So
No.
I can watch TV down here.
No, literally, like, and she would send us upstairs so she could watch TV.
In the air conditioning.
In the air conditioning. Like, bitch sent us up to Hell's Armpit so she could watch fucking...
No, you're so heated about this.
No, like, I'm pissed about it because we had a fucking pool.
She wouldn't let us in it?
She wouldn't let us swim. And then, like, Mom would come home and she'd be like, what did you guys do today? And she'd be like, oh, they played a lot. And it's like, bitch, no, we did. We cried. We cried in the devil's armpit while you watched fucking MSNBC.
He was always like the news.
I know. It was always the news. Like, why the fuck?
And it wasn't like she was like an older woman. She was
No, she was like
18 or something.
17 at the time.
Oh, another thing about Holly, should we tell about Wizard of Oz and all that?
Oh my god,
Should we
yeah,
say
go
that?
into it.
Okay.
Go into it.
So passionate about this.
So this is back in the VHS days.
For us, this was like
for us, which
was
means
like
everyone
10
else
years
probably
ago.
had Blu-ray.
We just like got to DVDs. I feel like
Yeah, like we're really behind the times when it comes to technology. We just got our first flat screen this year. It's bad.
the flat screen's not bad.
Just now.
Oh, I thought you meant like it's bad that like the flat screen we have is bad.
Oh no, the flat screen we have is nice. But like we wait until the year 2018 to get it.
We usually like wait till like
it's going out of style
and like
or whatever.
it's getting cheap.
Yeah.
Or not cheap, but cheaper.
Like I didn't get my first smartphone until like my sophomore year of high school.
Which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, like I'm a sophomore in college, so that was like a couple seconds ago. Anyway, so she had like 4 movies for us to choose from. Let us remind you, we had our own VHS tapes that we could choose from.
She wouldn't let us choose.
And we had favorites, and we'd be like, oh my god, can we watch Robin Hood? And she'd be like, actually, what if we watch The Lion King for the 5th time this week? And we're like, no.
Like, it's already in.
She's like, too bad, it's already rewinding. And we're like, ah. And then we would like not really be into it since we had already seen it 4 times that week.
So
and we would be
ourselves would like on our own we would go to Charlie's room because we were bored.
No, we wouldn't. We weren't
Sometimes we did
allowed
that.
to.
Sometimes we would.
She would send us up there as punishment because we wouldn't pay attention to it. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, I guess you guys don't want to watch a movie, so go upstairs and play. And it's like, no, bitch, put us in the fucking pool.
Julia,
Ooh.
Oh
so
my
passionate
god.
about this.
Holly, you were a terrible babysitter.
You're doing better now.
She a mom now.
No. Anyway.
No.
And then, like, okay, so the 2 movies that we watched on repeat were The Lion King
We
and
also
The
watched
Wizard of
Lady and-
Oz.
We occasionally watched The Lady and the Tramp.
I don't remember that.
It's because it's only on occasion.
That was probably like when she was feeling spicy.
Yeah, she's like, I'll spice in a 3rd movie.
They won't know what hit them.
We were like, oh, we gotta pay attention to this one.
Oh my god, a new plot. I don't care. Anyway, so she's trying to show me a meme.
I thought they're gonna think that you were just telling me that you
Okay.
don't care. All of a sudden.
Anyway, so
she would know like all the facts about these movies.
Anyway, so you probably might know about the whole like conspiracy theory that someone got hung behind the scenes of The Wizard of Oz. Remind you, we are like 6, 8, and 4 years old. And she's like, guys, did you know someone died in this movie? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, the fucking witch. I've seen this 900 times. The witch dies and she goes up in a cloud. She's like, oh no, someone actually died. And I was like, are you telling me that the witch didn't actually die, bitch? Is there a sequel? She's like, no, one of the like people who worked behind the scenes. It's a movie. I'm like, oh my god, this is too much for my little brain. So she like fast forwards.
My little brain.
She fast forwards to the part where, like, you see the little guy, like, hang himself, right? She's like, look, there it is! And she rewinds it, like, 9 times.
And I would be, like, scared, like, I don't want to see it, but I'm like, I didn't see it.
And Andy's over here trying to convince himself that he didn't just see someone die. And
Okay.
he's like, I didn't see it. And she'd be like, okay, hold on, let me rewind it again. And we're crying. She's rewinding.
We weren't crying, like, physically. We were just crying on the inside.
Yeah.
We had to
and,
pull
like,
ourselves together for Holly.
Yeah. If you show weakness, she will show you a dead body.
It sounds so terrible.
Oh my god. And like, oh my god, she got so mad when I mixed my Play-Doh, but that's another story.
She got soda mixed in.
Anyway, so
She got so mad.
so she kept like showing us this dead body, and then she like rewinded the movie all the way back to the beginning because she hopped to that before we watched the movie. So now we're sitting on edge waiting to see this dead body again. And then she was like, alright guys, go to bed now, it's late. And we're like,
it's 6 o'clock.
it's 6 o'clock, you just want to watch Fox News, you bitch.
MSNBC.
Anyway, so we're like trying to sleep, but no one can sleep because we're thinking about this dead body.
I feel like Charlie probably could.
Charlie probably could,
He was only scared of weird things,
like Chucky.
but not like he watched the movie.
And which is kind of weird since he's a serial killer now.
He wasn't then.
Maybe that's why he's a serial killer.
Is because Holly showed you a dead body.
Yeah, and he's like desensitized to like death now.
I think
Do you
would be
believe
more
the conspiracy,
desensitized
Julia?
to death than anybody else.
Do you believe the conspiracy, Julia?
No,
Okay.
because it's not true. All right. Next,
Oh yeah, she'd also tell us about how they burned the witch's face.
Yeah.
She'd rewind that a bunch of times.
Yeah, like, see, that's where she got burned.
Like, did she actually get burned?
Yeah, like real bad. And like the
That's
only
like
reason
a-
she could keep going was because they used so much green makeup. They got to cover the burns.
Okay.
Alright,
That one's like not a conspiracy, it's just like a fact.
that one's true. Alright, next story.
That one was a great story. Next story is D-A-R-E. Dare.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, DARE is a like thing that they put us through and like
Put us to make it sound like a concentration camp,
it
really.
basically
I
is.
don't feel like it's a
And
concentration
they-
camp.
It's a concentration camp.
Okay. Anyway,
So it's like, you guys are supposed to go along with it.
anyway, so basically, okay. DARE, D-A-R-E, stands for Drug, Abuse, Resistance, Education. And
Might
yes,
make us repeat-
Officer Lillis, I still remember.
Yes,
Did it help,
officer.
Julia?
I graduated.
Did it help, Julia?
I graduated DARE in 5th grade, and I still know what DARE means.
Did
She
you-
still did drugs, though.
Yeah, I did all the drugs, actually.
I'm snitching.
I'm an addict. Anyway, so what do you want me to say about this?
Just like, I feel like they weren't really helping us. Like,
Yeah, no, okay. So
like they were helping us, but for the wrong reason.
Officer Lillis, my girl,
She was great. We got t-shirts at the end of it.
she gave me a neon yellow t-shirt.
And scrunchies.
She didn't give me a scrunchie.
She gave you, yeah, because you remember you were telling me about how great your Dare scrunchies were.
Did I?
Yes, that was your scrunchie phase.
You had a scrunchy face.
I did. It was in like 6th grade.
I did too.
It would be 5th grade actually, because that's when you graduate from Dare.
Yeah. Anyway, so essentially DARE was a flop of a sensation.
Did it
Because
help you?
it helped me because she told us where drugs were cheaper.
This is
all
where
of-
you can get them.
All of
Wait,
this,
where are the drugs cheaper?
apparently in Kentucky, in like Newport, they're cheaper.
Is it true?
Yes. And like she told us like all the slang names for them and what kind of high each one would give you, and essentially it was like a catalog for us. Like, ooh, if I wanted to forget my problems, I just drink my feelings. Oh, if I just want to relax, I smoke some weed or Kush, the good Kush.
I don't remember her telling me about that.
She told us all about the street names. Oh, and Mary Jane is what it
Oh,
was
I remember
called
that
on
one.
the streets.
Remember the cartoon she'd make us watch?
I remember the cartoons she made us watch, and they were wonderful.
Unfortunately, Dare was discontinued.
It was discontinued because it was not you know, preventing kids from doing drugs.
I wonder why.
And I had to write this.
And it was the year that I was supposed to graduate, but I still got my T-shirt, so it was okay.
Yeah.
I'm still drug free.